Hey everyone, welcome back to Snapbolt. I got another vintage cube draft here for you, and I'm not sure exactly where to go in this pack. Uh, there's no power. There are some powerful cards like Elspeth, Karn, Primal Titan, Time Warp, but I think I'm just going to take Flooded Strand. Just easy start with the fetch land. It's just a strong, good place to be. Just love starting with the fetch. Just pretty easy, I think, for me. I'm going to start with Flooded Strand. Now, going Flooded Strand, I could go into Battle Ball, go take Vendilion Click. I do like Battle Sphere a lot. There's also a Mystical Tutor. It's interesting. Thief of Sanity, I don't think so. Yeah, I might just take Battle Ball. It's a good Tinker target if we end up being able to get that. It's just a good threat to Rampant, just to play basically. It's Carlos. Yeah, I like taking Battle Ball. Leaves us pretty open as well. Let's go with that. Wow, third pick library. No respect. I think the best cards in the cube are probably Soul Ring, Black Lotus, Ancestral Recall, and I think the next best card might be Library. I think it's insane, and it's like just crazy to me how late this card goes. When this card's in your opening hand, you pretty much can't lose. It's insane, and it goes well with what we have, and I'm just gonna slam it. Love me a Library. Alright, so we could take Scrubland, we could take Bloodstained Mire. I think I'm gonna take I think I'm gonna take Bloodstained Mire. It's kind of close. I think I'm just gonna take the fetch land. We're not committed to any colors yet. Who knows exactly what we're gonna be? Just fetch lands are so good. Just gonna take the fetch land. Starting with a bunch of lands as usual. Lands are just so good. If I'd taken the Scrubland, taking the Shambling Vent would be nice here. I might take it anyway. Like, what else are we really taking? Like, I don't really want to take Ewit or Veraska or Chain Lightning or Finale, Rampage. Yeah, I'm just going to take the land. I think it's not even that close, honestly. I don't really want to take Necrotal. Just take Event. Go from there. Now, I'll probably take Tundra. Just set up our mana really well. Elesh Norn would be a decent one. Venser as well. Sphinx. Gruul Signet not as much. Ravages not as much. Yeah, it's a pretty easy Tundra. So we have Flooded Strand, Tundra, Shambling Vent, Trinket Mage with nothing to get yet. Jorgo, we're not really the green ramp deck. I could take Overgrown Tomb because our Bloodstained Mire gets that in case we want to just be like another like 4 or 5 color deck, which I think is looking good. Could also take Needle Spires, but I think taking the dual land that's like fetchable is better in this instance. I'm gonna take it. If you haven't watched my last draft video, we had this sick 5 color deck with like a bunch of lands. It was pretty fun. So maybe we'll do something like that again. Here I'll just take Jace over Maze of Ith. And Copter. Thoughtseize is actually another good one. Maybe I take Thoughtseize over Jace. This is double blue. No, I'll take Jace. Wow, Arid Mesa wheeled? What? Arid Mesa wheeled, and so did Elspeth? What did people take out of this pack? I took the Flooded Strand. Nobody took Arid Mesa. I mean, I'm gonna take it, I think, over Elspeth. Also, Tidehollow is still in the pack. I just don't get it sometimes. Now there's Blackcleave versus Vindicate. This time I think I'm going to take Vindicate. I like Vindicate a lot, actually. Been impressed though. I'm going to take it over Baneslayer and Blackcleave here. O-Ring versus Copperline Gorge. We're looking well set up just to be Esper Control, actually. Like, this Arid Mesa still gets Tundra. Bloodstained Mire could get like a black or like a red-white land. Yeah, I'm just going to take O-Ring. I like O-Ring a fair amount as well. We might just be like a sick Esper Control deck. Could take Brightling. Don't really like gifts. I actually do like Port. I'll just take Port. And I think Moat has the highest upside. If you get a sick Moat deck, it can be really good. Recruiter, it's not that good, I don't think. It's good like if you have some combos to find with it, but other than that, it's not that insane. Alright, it's an easy Mox Jet. I would want that. I guess I would want Bayou, but that's not even that insane either. Yeah, I mean, you pretty much always take the Mox like whenever you see them, so I'm gonna do that. All right, here we have Inquisition, which is definitely worse than the Thoughtseize. We have Dismember, which I like, Narset, which I like, Golgari Signet, not as hyped upon, Sword, and Tolarian doesn't necessarily look like a Tolarian deck. We just look more controlling with lands. I think I'm going to take Narset. Yeah, let's go with that. Take that over Restoration Angel as well. Treasure Cruise is a good one. Same with the rest, but Scarab God's one of the best 5-drops in my opinion. It's really, really strong. Wins games that like you have no business winning. I'm going to go with the Scarab God, I think. Yeah, just looking to be a nice Esper control here. Nice. Late Ashiok. Bob looks good too, but definitely going to take Ashiok. Alright, let's go with it. Ooh. Dig Through Time, Fatal Push, Brazen Borrower. I think I might take Borrower over Push. I think both of these are better than Dig Through Time, surprisingly. Push is pretty strong as well. Already have a lot of 3s, but this is also like a 2-drop. So I'll take the Borrower. Wow, late Treachery and late Tarn. And late Lingering Souls. What? What's going on? There's so many good cards here. Wonder if I should just take the souls, or if I think this is more likely to wheel Scalding Tarn? God, that does get us Tundra. Just gonna take the Treachery though. Treachery is so good. Just go for the Throat versus Control Magic versus, I guess, Nahiri even. Oh, and Baleful Strix. I didn't see that. I think I'm just gonna take Baleful Strix. Yeah, I think that's right. Baleful Strix seems really strong. Wrath versus nothing much else. Yeah, Wrath seems perfect. Relic Order, Banishing Light seems like where we want to be. I like having a lot of these O-Ring effects. I think it's pretty good. Inquisition versus Resto. We have Baleful Strix to blink. That's about it. Resto is still strong though, but I like taking the 1-drop in the Inquisition. Let's go with Inquisition over the Resto. Duress versus Treasure Cruise. I'll go Treasure Cruise here. I was gonna say take Edric just in case I can play it, but I'll just take this for the board. Might be able to even just play a Johnny. We already have Bloodstained Mire, Arid Mesa. Moat actually looking pretty decent in this deck. Like, yeah, these can't attack, but 2 of our other creatures do have flying, and we can just win with Planeswalkers. Like, anyway. Wow, Lingering Souls came back. That's huge. Nice. Yeah, this Moat it's looking solid here. Alright, no more power. Not really good lands for us. There's a Lava Claw Reaches, which we could consider taking if we want to play this at Johnny as well. There's also a JVP. This can flashback like Vindicate or Inquisition or maybe anything else we get. Gear Hulk seems pretty bad in this deck right now. We're kind of like tap out control. Could just take Orzhov Signet. Wonder if Jace is better than that. I think so. I think I'll take Jace. I like it because this draft is going pretty quick. Here there's like a Blade Splicer. Nobody ever takes this Nicol Bolas. It always comes back around. There's a Riftwing. Mastermind's Acquisition. Riftwing I do like a lot, but I'm going to take Mystic Confluence. This card is great. Really strong. There's a lot of good cards here too. Counterspell, him, Liliana. I'm just going to take Counterspell, I think, over Liliana. I think it's between those two. Yeah. Wow, Gideon. Ooh, Godless Shrine though. I have to take Godless Shrine. I need the black-white land. Yep, taking the black-white land. That makes our mana so much better. Hopefully we'll get the Gideon back. We might. Now, taking like an Fearmancer as a fine card, a Face Fetters. I guess it's between those two. I do have a lot of 3s already. But maybe I still want a Fearmancer over the Fates Fetters. I already have O-Ring and Banishing Light. This is just kind of like a different effect that we don't really have yet. Wow, Stoneforge just always goes so late. It's kind of weird, but we saw some swords going around. I think I'm just going to take Stoneforge and then maybe pick up a sword. Like I'll Messianon as a Mana Tithe or an Anguish Unmaking. Top would be fine, but we have a couple fetch lands. But yeah, just take Stoneforge. I'll take Path here over Murderous Rider, Solemn, Miscalc, Geist. Yeah, Path is just so good. It's pretty much one of the best removal spells. Let's go Path. Now there's Liliana's Triumph versus Sphinx's Rev. I think I'll go Rev. Nothing wrong with a little Sphinx's Rev here. Now Tasigur versus, I guess, Porcelain Legionnaire versus Lyra. This is a 2-drop. I mean, Tasigur seems decent. It's cheaper than Lyra. I think I'm just going to take Lyra and maybe play it. I like having that in the board regardless. I don't think I can like ever cast this Nicol Bolas. That's why it just shouldn't be in the cube. It's just too hard to cast. Like, even if you're straight Grixis with decent mana, it's still kind of hard to cast. I guess Blade Splicer is the best card. I don't really want Pack Rat. Unexpectedly Absent, I guess, for Rakdos Return. We're probably not playing a Johnny Vengeance at this point. I guess could play Unexpectedly Absent. Nice, Gideon came back. Not too surprised by that. Guess there's Vantage, there's Tithe. Let's cut this. I'm not going to play Spectral. Let's just be Esper, I think. I don't think I need to play the Ajani Vengeance and play like a Mountain. Have 3 red sources. I guess I could play Inspiring Vantage plus Mountain plus Ajani. But I think it's better just to be straight Esper. I have plenty of playables here. I'm just going to load up on all these 3 drops and play a bunch of lands. May cut this Unexpectedly Absent in this deck. Let's see. Because right now we're only at 12 lands Moxjet. So we need to cut a bunch of cards. Stoneforge, we didn't get Elite Equipment, but we didn't lose out on much by that. Definitely cut it. I'm going to cut this Unexpectedly. Fine leaving the Fearmancer in there actually. It's fine, I guess. Yeah, could cut it. I guess I could cut Moat too, just side Moat in. What creatures do we have that's actually attacking? Battle Ball, Scarab God, Gideon. Yeah, let's just take out the moat for now. And then if we think they don't really have many outs to it, we can bring it in. Rather just have like Wrath. So right now this is 16 land Mox Jet. We probably want to play like 17 or 18 land Mox Jet. Could cut Blade Splicer. Maybe even cut Rev, side it in a slower matchup. Just because we have so much else to do with our mana. So this is 18 land Mox Jet. I am playing Library and Port. Maybe I keep in the Rev. And then 17 land. Oh wait, no. Yeah, this is 18 land Mox Jet. Is that too many? I love just playing a ton of mana sources. 19 land or 17 land Mox Jet. 18 land Mox Jet. Just talking to myself here, trying to figure out where I want to be. Let's sort by color. Maybe that'll help us decide. We're blue, white. Ooh, we actually don't have that much black. I was already thinking maybe I cut the Inquisition. I mean, Inquisition is still fine. Just lowers the amount of black sources we need by cutting it, though. Let's see, we have a Mox Jet. Let's put the Sphinx's Rev back in. So we're basically blue control splash black. How many black sources do we have? We have plenty. 6 black sources already. Yeah, I think I like running 18 land plus Mox Jet without Inquisition. I like this build, I think. Blade Splicer and Fearmancer are fine sideboard cards when we want blockers, but I think I'm fine to start with them out of the deck. Now let's see how many blue and white sources we have. Let's count white. So it's only 5 white, and how many blue? Not many blue sources at all, so we need a lot of islands. I think I'm going to play 0 swamps. That's 9 blue sources. Let's double check. So right now this is 9 blue sources. Let's see how many black sources do we have. Again, just double check. Taking that Godless Shrine was huge. 6 black sources, yeah, that's plenty. And how many white sources? We had 9 blue, 9 white. Yeah, I think this is where we want to be. 996. Looks good. Wait, we have a Sphinx's Rev over here we want to get in our pick of the deck. Flag. Okay. I always recommend taking a screenshot of the deck. Helps more than you think, and when you think you don't need it, that's when you'll probably need it. Alright, see you in round 1. Alright, welcome to round 1 against Robot BC. We're on the play. And one thing I noticed while looking at the deck is we actually only have Godless Shrine as the one actual black source, so if like that gets wastelanded or something, we can't cast any of our black cards. But if we play against a deck that can kill our land, then we might just side into Swamp. For now, I think I'm just going to mulligan this hand. I think we can do better. Yeah, this is a lot better. Keep, just put back Island. Yeah, fine with that. It's worse at playing around like non-basic land hate, but we have a lot of mana sources, and if he wants to like kill one of our non-basics, I think that's fine. Just gonna be safe as far as casting our spells and lead with Tundra. Again, it's worse against like something like Wasteland, but if he Wastelands us, that's fine. Lingering Souls, it's a good draw. I have a counterspell up now. Golgari Signet. I could just counter that. So I'm just going to tap out for Lingering Souls. So I think I'm just going to do that. It's more of just like a tempo play. Now that if I knew I was drawing Vents, I probably wouldn't have, and I would have just played Vents past the turn. But I mean, I have no way of knowing that. Simic Signet into Chart a Course. Okay, looks like we're up against some type of combo. I can just Banishing Light the Simic Signet, Liliana of the Veil. Alright, I can also just Godless Shrine, Flashback Souls. I think that puts the most pressure on him. Actually, no. I'm just going to Banishing Light his Mana Source, basically. Play events, attack for 2. Pass the turn. I'm kind of aggressive with my interaction here, getting his mana sources, but I don't hate it. I'm taking him off colors. Collective Brutality, take our path, sure. Can Flashback Souls here. Ooh, Port's actually a great draw. Alright, it's attack for 2. Play Port. Flashback Souls. And then upkeep Port him, so my Mana Denial plan is working out decently so far. Next turn I can activate Vents, attack with everything, and still Port. Shelldock, okay. He's not that close to casting something off Shelldock yet. Demonic Tutor, he can get Wrath or something. Still just can go Godless Shrine untapped, activate, hit for 6, and then tap another land. Assuming we don't draw anything else we want to cast. He's tanking a lot on this Demonic Tutor, so I wonder if he's going to get Wrath or something else. Library, not an ideal time to draw that, but it's okay. We'll shock, activate Vents, hit for 6. Then I think just tap his Dark Slick on his upkeep. Pass the turn. Or just F6 his turn. Scarab God, okay. It's actually not the scariest. Scarabiest. Alright, that was horrible. Alright, let's go just play Gideon plus. There's no creatures in the graveyard right now for Scarab God as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gideon plus Gideon. Hit for 4 in the air. Then upkeep, I'm just going to tap his Dark Slick. And he has a 5/5, but he has to attack Gideon with it. Baleful Strix. So he attacks Gideon. I can kill the Scarab God and then it returns to his hand if I do that. But unless he has a removal spell, I think he's dead. And if he had one, I think he would have cast it already. I'm just gonna could tap down the land now, but most removal spells aren't gonna cost 4 mana regardless. I'm just gonna go for 0. Activate. Hit with everything. If he doesn't have anything, he's dead. Yep, sweet. Got there. We're up against like kind of blue-black control. I think it's pretty much where we want to be. Don't think we want Moat in this matchup, or Lyra. Angel of Vengeance seems decent. I'm just going to run it back though. Let's go with this. Alright, this hand's interesting. If we draw any land, we can cast both of these. think this is a keep. We're on the draw. We're likely to draw land since we have 19 mana sources, 17 left in the deck. So by turn 3, we have a really good chance to draw land at over 50% per turn. So we have like only a 12% chance to not draw land. We have like almost a 90% chance to hit. Alright, just gonna play this and pass. The Flooded Strand can get a Tundra. Alright, he can loot. He plays Signet and a land and another Signet and Demonic Tutor. Okay, he may have Scarab God here. I think what I'm going to do is untap, plan on Vindicate the Jace, and then he'll play Scarab God and I'll Banishing Light it. So that's the plan. Blue-white just has such good answers. I think that's why it's the best deck in Cube, in Legacy and Vintage Cube. I think Blue-white Control is the best deck. Let's get Tundra, untap and Vindicate the Jace. Drawing land was good. Yeah, so if he kills this Godless Shrine, we can no longer cast black spells. So I'm assuming he's going to go land Scarab God here. No? Unless he mistapped. Yeah, it looks like he did. Yeah, this has got to be Scarab God. Yep, perfect. I just read that line really well. So unless he has like Force of Will here, we're looking great. Just going to Banishing Light it. And then I can play my own Scarab God. This is one of the best 5-drops, maybe even the best. Portal. Okay, Chart a Course, sure. Yeah, I think I just play Scarab God over Jace. I can make a copy of his Jace, Prince Prodigy if I want. He votes Homage, so do I. If he voted Carnage, that'd be bad for me. If I vote Carnage too, that is. It's funny, even when like it benefits them, they'll pretty much always vote Homage. Okay, Dismember, so that's gonna return to my hand. So if he plays any creature, it's so good for me. I just get to go Treachery it. Oh, Necromancy. Get the Scarab God. Okay, well I can Treachery that. This is a fun little mini game. Oh, and does it return to my hand? No. Okay, that would have been so funny if it returned to my hand from the battlefield. Alright, I can also just go Wrath of God. But if I go Treachery, I get to untap my lands, and I can even just make a Jace Prince Prodigy token. So it would be a 4/4 black zombie. Let's see, I have 6 mana total. Yeah, let's do it. So let's go play Vent, play Treachery on this. And then I get to untap 5 lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I can either play a Jace Beleren or I can just make a Jace Prince Prodigy 4/4 right now. Or I can just pass the turn and plan on activating Scarab God. I think I like just doing it now, honestly. I guess we also have this fence as a hard black source, in case like our Godless Shrine dies, but we have to just naturally draw it. So I can loot, but this won't flip because it's token. Oh, it would just exile him. So I can't loot when I have more than 5 cards in graveyard. He votes Carnage, but I'll vote Homage. So he gets to draw an extra card. Baleful Strix, sure. Now I get to scry 1 and he loses 1 life. That's insane. Because I control 1 zombie. Fact or Fiction now. I mean, Dig Through Time is definitely the best card. If I put Dig Through Time by itself, does he take Dig? Or if I put Dig Land, is that worth it? I guess if he takes Entomb plus 3 lands, I'm fine with that. I'm just going to do this. See, if he takes Dig Through Time, I made the right split. Yeah, he did. Perfect. Alright. So I get to scry 1. Brazen Borrower. Return her at non-land permanent. That seems pretty good, except for the fact that that's all I can really do this turn. Because I can't even... I only have 2 blue sources. And I have 6 mana. He has a Dig Through Time in hand that he can cast. I mean, I could bounce Core Thief Portal, but that's not that insane either. I'm just going to bottom this, because if I draw land, I can cast Battle Ball. Mana Tith's not great. Let's just go Jace, minus target myself. I could just start plussing, because he only has 15 cards in library. But it seems a little greedy. Treasure Cruise. Can't quite cast that yet either, but I can loot with this Jace now. I think discard Wrath of God is fine. He has no other creature in the graveyard right now. I could just cast Treasure Cruise, because I could go Bloodstained Mire, fetch, tap out for Treasure Cruise. 1, 5, 6, 7 mana. He's gonna cast Dig for 2, then have 4, 5, 6 more mana. I think I'm just gonna go Bloodstained Mire, pass the turn, leave up Mana Tithe, and Scarab God. I'm not gonna attack with anything. I think I'm winning just by like not doing anything. He's also drawing 2 a turn, so he's could mill out here potentially. Oh, what is this? Is this a Wrath? Oh, just a Nighthawk? Sure. Exile target creature from the graveyard. Okay. There's no creatures in the graveyard right now. Now I'm obviously... Oh wait, does this not even get a land? I don't think it does. Maybe that's a reason to play a swamp as well. Okay, this doesn't get a land. So good thing I didn't try to tap out for Treasure Cruise. Oh, he attacked Jace, of course. So I get to Scry X, O-Ring. I think I like O-Ring. I can just get his portal out of there. Put it on top. He loses 1. Just gonna minus the Jace, cash it in. Mox Jet. Alright. I think I might as well. I'll just start with O-Ring. I think I tap like this actually. could hit Nighthawk and just hit for 9. Actually, kind of like that. Hit Nighthawk. Could even just play Mox Jet, activate Vents, hit for 11. But no, I'm just going to hit. Go to main 2, fetch, no target. Just get another card in it. Graveyard for Cruise at this point. Cast, and then we still get to leave up Mana Tithe. Cast Cruise. There's a library, but kind of far off that. Guess I just play it. Pass. Opponent's gonna dig through time. Maybe he'll tap out for it. Oh man. That's brutal for him. Got him. Now I just vote Homage. Now we can just play Battle Ball. If he counters it, then we can just Scarab God it back. Been doing click, so he'll probably take Battlesphere. Maybe he'll take Gideon. He just concedes. Nice. Pretty easy 2-0. Let's see you in round 2. Alright, we're 1-0, but we're playing this like kind of cool tap out Esper Control deck. We're against Tegan Time. And let's play first. We keep this hand. We have a turn 2 Jace, we have a port, we have good mana. Can't cast this Strix yet, but that's fine. No rush on that. We have another good 2-drop we can cast, plus port. So we have a lot to do. Ancestral Vision suspended. Juno Plains, Jace. Pass. Can watch this Ancestral tick down. Mox Jet, okay. Jeez. We draw Mox Jet as well. I think I'll start by looting, see what we draw. Scarab God's a good one. Discard land, play Mox Jet, play port, play Strix, and then port him on upkeep. Counterspell, okay, that's another good one. Alright. Port him. F6. Playing a spell? Remove a spell? Oh, Brazen Borrower on the Jace, sure. Gruul Signet, 3 cards in hand. Battle Ball. I think while he's tapped out, I'm just going to go play Scarab God just because it's a 5/5, and then next turn I'll have Counterspell up. Yeah, just going to tap out for Scarab God. Go basic, play Scarab God. Pass the turn. Ancestral goes down to 1, so he's going to cast Ancestral next turn. So I could also just counter that, or try to at least, because he might just be out of gas. This deck looks pretty scary though. Alright, Scarab God. Can't cast the Ashiok now. But I think I'm just going to try to counter the Ancestral Vision. So I can go Tundra. Jace. Attack for 6. And then when he casts Ancestral, I'm just going to try to counter it. It's funny that it went next to Brazen Borrower over there. I'll try to counter this Ancestral. He can cast Brazen Borrower, it's fine. He has a lot of mana. 4 mana, 5 mana, 6 mana. What is this? Treasure Cruise. Okay. It's not the worst. I mean, I have a lot of pressure. We draw planes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's just loot. I think I'm discarding planes and then playing Ashiok here. I guess I could have discarded Battle Ball and then reanimated it with Scarab God, but I don't think I need to do that yet. Just hit for 6. Maybe that was the line. I don't hate just doing this though. Play Ashiok plus. Now we get to see a lot of his deck, and we're attacking from like a totally different angle as well. He has to deal with our creatures and our Ashiok now. He might have red cards he can't cast. Black Lotus, jeez, his deck's insane. Just F6 here. Scarab God can be kind of hard to deal with. Sundering Titan. Don't know if that's going to be enough at this point. Kill like all of our lands basically. That is really good. Wrath of God. There's nothing I can flashback right now, but I still want to loot, I think. Flip to Jace. I'm just so far off casting Battle Ball, I think I just discard it now. Play a land. Plus the Jace, target that. Plus the Ashiok, target him. Miss. And I could attack for 1, but then he can attack back. So I'm just going to pass and then upkeep Fordham. That was a pretty brutal Sundering Titan. He's another big threat. It's like a Rakdos Return. Oh, Burning of Jin Yi. Jeez, that kills my Baleful Strix and all my lands. And my Baleful Strix. Choose 4. Yeah, so this kills all my lands. And my Baleful Strix. I get to chump with the Scarab God if I want. Any order. Sure. Which I'm not sure if I want to, because I don't think he can really even attack. Oh, he's attacking the Ashiok. He has a Brazen Borrower that now he can't cast. So if I chump, I'm not gonna chump because I can attack, and then he can't attack next turn. So this goes down to 2, but that's fine. We draw our Brazen Borrower. Plus target this. Plus target you. And attack him for 5. So yeah, he can kill our Ashiok, but then he needs to play a blocker for the Scarab God. Otherwise he loses to it. Looks like he has a blocker for it. Trinket Mage. No target. It's already gotten Black Lotus and Mox Jet. Stone Coil Serpent. It's gonna be tough to beat. Play events. There's just nothing I can flash back. Might just target that. Attack. You can play a big Stone Coil here. Thing is, if we draw an island, we can Brazen Borrower, bounce this Stone Coil, and kill him because he's probably going to attack with Sundering Titan. Yeah. Reach protection from multicolor. So we just need to draw island. Nice. Should be game. What an interesting game. Our opponent's deck is sick. It looks pretty powerful. Petty Theft, bounce this, and hit him for 5. 2 Brazen Borrowers and exiled in cube. You don't see that too often. Alright, got there. Whew, our opponent's deck is pretty insane. Could take an Unexpectedly Absent just to put something like back on top. This Mana Tithe seems like it's going to be tough to use. Wrath of God seems fine, I guess. Could bring in something like an Angel or a Lyra instead of the Wrath, though. Let's just run it. Alright, this can get a blue source. I'll definitely keep this hand. We can just Petty Theft something and then start casting 3 drops. So this looks fine. He kept. We kept. His deck just has like insanely powerful cards though. Black Lotus, Mox Jet. If he has Tinker in there, that's pretty insane. Let's go fetch. Just gonna bounce that now. While I can for sure resolve this and keep him off mana. Just Petty Theft that. Pass. We can Vindicate something next turn if we want. I think I just want to play Lingering Souls though. Maybe I Banishing Light it? Just gonna play Souls. I think that puts the most pressure on. Can't Burning of Zinnia yet. Karn. The card will be put into his hand. He can have Island. What did he? Oh, he suspended Ancestral? Yeah, he suspended Ancestral. Okay, so we know he has Island in hand and 3 other cards. So I can Vindicate the Karn. I can Banishing Light the Karn. Could leave up Path as well. Could also flashback Souls, attack Karn for 2. But I think Karn gives him too much value. I think I need to deal with it with one of these 2 cards. It's just bad if he goes Burning of Genie. I think I'm going to lose to that. But I don't think there's anything much I can really do. So I'm just going to go untapped, Godless Shrine. Banishing Light the Karn. And then hit for 2. The reason I played this untapped is because if he goes Burning, I may want to like path one of my own guys to at least get 1 more land. Maybe should have sided in a Swamp in this matchup as well. The last zone. Worn Power Stone, oh god. Wonder if I path one of my own guys right now, just to ramp myself, get another blue source. I can play Narset then. I think I do. It's kind of a weird play, but I'm gonna do it. I want another blue source. Ooh, Scarab God. No, I'm just gonna attack, play Narset, minus it, and flashback souls. Yeah, I like the path on our own guy. We use our path, which is unfortunate, but okay, so he's slowly charging up to get this Banishing Light and this Narset, I suppose. Wow, we just missed. Can also just Vindicate the Blast Zone. I guess maybe I should have just tapped out for Scary God to play around Burning. Ugin. Yeah, that's gonna kill us. Jeez, our opponent's deck is sick. And he gets his Karn back. He can even get Trinket Mage back. And he has the Tinker as well. Wow. Our opponent's deck is nuts. Really nuts. This Mystic Confluence isn't even that good here. I mean, I don't think we can win. Just gotta kill Ugin. Yeah, I mean, our opponent's deck is really insane. He minuses, gets Tinker. Yeah, then he kills, 3 of our lands here. I'm just going to concede to this. So he Tinkers Orzhov Signet, gets Sundering Titan. Alright, GG's opponent. That Ugin was insane. So anything else we can do versus craziness? I mean, we can be like a little more aggressive potentially, but let's just stick with what our deck does. Sometimes decks like his, like he might just like have a draw where he plays a bunch of mana and doesn't do anything, or he might have, the opposite draw where he has threats but doesn't really do much. But we're gonna keep this hand. He mulligans. We can play a turn 2 O-Ring. I'm not gonna play the Mox Jet. I'm gonna keep it as a little bit more of a surprise. See if he goes to 5. He keeps. Just gonna go Vents go. You can also just port him. Pass the turn. Port you. Plays a Seachrome Coast. I'll just play Tundra, port him again, because there's nothing else we can really do. He doesn't even have a Signet? That's surprising. Can't play Treachery because he doesn't have anything to Treachery. I think I'm just playing Plains, passing the turn. Tap that down. Mox Jet. Pass? Sure. The Scarab God. Okay. I think I'm just gonna tap out for that. Just gonna go Arid Mesa, get a Plains. Play a Mox Jet and then tap out for Scarab God. Oh no, I have the Godless Shrine here. I wonder if I don't want to get it though. Play around Sundering Titan a little bit more. That's what I'll do. Scarab God go. Mana Leak, brutal. Next turn we can just slam a Battle Ball though. And if he plays a creature, we can go Treachery into Battle Ball. Blast Zone go. Alright, well, slamming it. Resolved, that's good. He has a removal spell for it though, a Braid. Sure. We still get the 1/1s. Man, I really want him to play Scarab God here. Worn Power Stone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So even if I O-ring the Worn Power Stone, he still has 8 mana. Brazen Borrower. Interesting. Well, I'm going to go land. Activate Vents. Attack for 6. Probably just playing this Brazen Borrower as a 3/1, honestly. I'm not going to port. He has so much mana anyway. I mean, I could go Petty Theft and Brazen Borrower to have Ancient Tomb, but I'm not going to do that. Oh, just put a charge counter on Blast Zone? Sure. That's totally fine. Not going to port on upkeep. They're going to plan on end of turn Brazen Borrowing here. It's a Sundering Titan or an Ugin? Looks like Ugin. Oh, Bonfire for 3. So it just kills our mirrors and deals us 3 damage. Sure. Then I get to flash in Borrower here. Cast Brazen Borrower. Just not going to deal with the Petty Theft right now. Then we get to still untap and hit for 5. Gonna play a Jace as well. And can still port him. I wonder if I want to play Jace into Blast Zone. I guess if he's activating Blast Zone, that's fine with me. I think I do it. And I'm not going to try to port the Blast Zone on upkeep. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 mana. Maybe I tap his white or his red source on upkeep. He's played 2 red spells. Sure. Not sure if this is right. I mean, he can pop Blast Zone here if he wants. That's fine. Golgari Signet. It's totally fine. Ashiok. Alright, I think I begin by looting. Discard library. Tip. Oh, I can't hit for 5 and play Ashiok. So I'll just hit for 3. Oh, he's gonna try to Blast Zone for 3 maybe? That's interesting, that's interesting. Maybe I should have just hit for 5 there. Because then that puts him on dead next turn. Because he's definitely gonna just put a counter on Blast Zone here. Definitely should have hit with Vents. Because now playing Ashiok's not even that good. Damn it. That was a punt. Should have just activated Vents. Didn't see the writing on the wall here that he's going to just try to blast on away the Brazen Borrower. I wonder if I just make him use Blast Zone right now. No, because he's going to have to use it regardless. He doesn't want to take another 3 off Borrower. Tapping out for something huge. Is this a Stone Coil? I don't think he wants to go down to 4. He's just passing the turn. I'm just going to tap his Blast Zone now. Force him to pop it now. Might as well. Where on the Mox Jet? That's actually pretty annoying. And then pop Blast Zone. Killing Brazen Borrower. Okay. And of course we draw God Shine. That's actually really good. Now I'm wondering if I play Ashiok or just activate Vents. He's at 6. Let's loot first. Discard Swamp. Discard Island. Jace flipped. I want to play Ashiok. Because I didn't necessarily need to tap down the or play this untapped. Oh, he lost his Worn Power Stone. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, I'm going for this. Just gonna O-ring now. Suppose hit Golgari Signet, and then upkeep. Gonna tap his White Source. Oh, I forgot to Jace. Forgot to plus Jace. I thought I did it already. I didn't tap Ancient Tomb because if he uses that, it's not that bad for me. Goes down to 4. Stone Coil, well, we can just Treachery that. And Treachery into Gideon, that was a nice draw. Alright, let's Ashiok plus, target him. Nice, got a Sundering Titan out of the deck, that's huge. And then we go Treachery this. Untap all our lands. Play Gideon. Wait, no, maybe we don't play Gideon. Just hit with Vents. Plus Jace, don't forget this time. And then tap down a land. We can't use Ancient Tomb anymore. Tap that and pass. He's got to deal with this Stone Coil and this Shambling Vent here. Let's see. I think I'm going to start by tapping down a Steam Vents. Going to begin combat. Activate Vents. And then hit with both. Petty Theft on the Treachery. Okay. That doesn't do it. And he concedes. Wow, that was a close match. I mean, I think our opponent's deck was better than ours. Our deck is pretty solid and consistent, but his deck is raw power. Anyways, nice. Got the 2-0. That was a fun match, and I'll see you in the last one. Alright, welcome back to the finals of this Vintage Cube draft. We're against Sean 4040, and we can keep this hand. We have a turn 3 Ashiok. It's not the craziest hand, but we have good mana. So we don't need to stop on his upkeep yet. We can just play Vents into Godless Shrine into like blue source, white source. Plains, Mox, Thalia, jeez. Alright, well, new plan. Just gonna go on the library plan here. Next turn we can draw a card and then draw another card with the library. It's nice to have while we're just sitting around. Thalia, get hit for 2. Looks like we're up against White Winnie most likely. No like... Oh, Mentor, jeez. This is gonna be rough here. We can always draw Wrath. Okay, so we untap, drop to 7. And we library up to 8. And then we play a land tapped. We Vindicate. It's not bad. And next turn we can draw a card up to 8, play a land down to 7, and then either library or just play a 3-drop through Thalia. Looks like he didn't have a non-creature spell to play for Mentor right here. That's good for us. And if we can get up to this Treachery, it's looking good as well. We need to draw another blue source though. Thalia is good against us because most of our stuff costs 3. So that's pretty rough. Mystic Confluence. He has a mana up. I almost like just going Flooded Strand, crack down to 13, get Tundra, Vindicate Thalia, pass, and then if I draw a blue source, I can Treachery something and do something else. My other option is to go like, if I go land, library, I don't do anything this turn. So yeah, let's go for this line. Feels like a Mana Tithe we get wrecked, but there's nothing we can do, I don't think. I guess I can just get Island. And then I play Vindicate here. Oh, he can't cast Mana Tithe because of Thalia. So he can't really cast any spells. Okay, he's just getting it by you. We get hit for 5, down to 8. And hopefully we draw a blue source. Blue source. Treasure Cruise. Not quite a blue source. By not quite, I mean it's definitely not. And this Arid Mesa will not get any more blue sources, right? Because all we have is Tundra. Okay, so let's draw with library. There it is. Wonder if it's too late though. We can rev for 1 and just leave up Vents, because then that stops him from attacking with Mentor. Playing an Ashiok doesn't seem very good. So if I just play Plains, pass. I think I like that. Oh, I could have also just hit for 2 with Vents, but that's bad against, like, he has open mana, so if he had a removal spell from Vents, that's not good. Oh god, Restoration Angel. Nothing I can do. So he can blink one of his guys. It doesn't do anything. We're still not dead. Because if he just goes attack with everything, if he doesn't have a non-creature spell, I can block Mentor, and then I take 6, gain 2. So I only take 4 down to 4, and then I can Treachery something, untap, and Mystic Confluence. So I'm not dead. I mean, we didn't have Library in our opening hand, we drew it, and he's putting on a lot of pressure, so let's see. This is one instance where Library might be a little too slow. It's still been really good though. 0 mana essentially just costs us a land drop. So we have tapped it like 3 times, but we've drawn 3 cards. And we've used it for mana once. Okay, begin combat. I have to go for the activate vents here. That's all I have. Okay. He's not even attacking with Mentor. So that works. We go down to 2. I might be okay because Mystic Confluence bouncing a bunch of his guys might be good enough. Especially if I take Mentor. Wow, this could work. Don't want to get my hopes up, but it could work. If he doesn't kill his own Mentor in response to this. We don't have a Force of Will or something. Ooh, wow. I think that's better. I'm going to go for it. Just going to go for Wrath right now. And then I can draw a card and then play a land. No. What is this? 5 mana? Archangel Avacyn? Okay. Creatures gain indestructible. It's not creatures. They don't need to be regenerated. Just his creatures gain indestructible. So, I mean, I think we were dead to that regardless. What if we went Treachery, Mentor? He could respond with Archangel and just then kill us. But then we would get to untap. We might have been okay if we went for the Treachery line. Okay, well, he's like mono white aggro / mid range. Should be a pretty decent matchup for us. He has some flyers. I don't think I want Moat. I think I want to bring in like these blockers. Maybe Inquisition as well. Maybe Lyra as well. Let's see. What do we not want? Maybe just some of the slower stuff, like Treasure Cruise can go, Sphinx's Rev can go. We just need to be like tapping out for stuff earlier than we did that game. Battle Ball can go. We don't need that to win. Cut one more card, like maybe even Narset, just a little too slow. Jace Beleren could potentially even go for something like Unexpectedly Absent or Angel of Invention. Or, oh, Blades Blaster's not even in there yet. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, now we just have all like, I put Recruiter in. I guess that's fine. We have a lot of Recruiter targets now. Plains, huh? Why, deck, why? If we draw an island, especially on the first turn, it's good, but I think we can just do better. Bloodstained Mire just gets Godless Shrine, but I have to keep this. Put a hand card on the bottom. I guess Plains. And then I just play Bloodstained, pass. He mulligan to 6 as well. We can play a turn 2 3-drop, whichever one we want, depending on what he does. He also had a pretty insane draw that time. Didn't he have a... Was that a turn 1 Thalia? So, that's basically the best thing he can do against us. Speaking of, I'm just going to cast this Mox Jet now. Plan on getting the Godless Shrine with this. Is that all we can get with it? I could just Vindicate his land. He is on 6. I think I'd rather just play Recruiter. If I see that he's mana screwed, then I'll Vindicate a land. Otherwise, I'd rather just Vindicate a creature. So I think it's between Ophiomancer and Bladesplicer just because I can cast both of those cards. And which one's more annoying for him? Probably Bladesplicer just because it makes a 3/3. So sort of I might have sideboarded this in on purpose if I meant to, like if I tried to, but if I was thinking about it a little bit more, I should say. But kind of like misclicking when I tried to put in Bladesplicer. I think it's fine. It's fine in this matchup. We have enough targets for it now. It's a blocker. Just something to do with our mana. This card's pretty unimpressive though if you're not comboing. Disenchant our land basically. Jeez. Land. God. I hate getting mana screwed when I just place so many mana sources in my deck. 18 land plus Mox. Still get mana screwed. Sucks. See if our opponent did as well though. No. Land. Oh god. We can still draw out of this. We just need to draw land at some point soon. Yeah, if we just hit land on the third turn, that would have been huge. Because now we literally just haven't been able to cast anything. Opponent not have anything? I just don't know what's in their hand. They're just like wanting to leave up a Mana Tithe. Right, library, I mean, if I don't play anything this turn, then I can just use library next turn, draw 2 cards. You know, I'm not under any pressure. I'm gonna go for it actually. Because if I just go into library next turn, it's likely that I'm gonna draw another. Oh, is this a Restoration Angel? That's fine though. Yeah, because if I just go into library next turn, that might be enough to win. So then I'm drawing 2 cards a turn for the rest of the game. Assuming I hit my third land, it's worth it. Like I could have played something to deal with that, but then I'm just stuck not in library. But I think if I just take 1 more turn off, take 3 off this resto, and just go into library, I think I'm better off. Because I need to draw more cards to hit like land drops continually. See if he plays another creature here. I think he has to. Knight of Autumn 4/3, sure. So now I go up to 7, then I library. Okay, I hit another land, that's great. Draw a card. Then I can play a port and play a 3-drop. So I can play either Bladesplicer or Vindicate. If I Bladesplicer and he just kills it, I get hit for a ton. I can also just play O-Ring, but he may have another disenchant effect, especially because he just was willing to run out the Knight of Autumn. I think the safest line in the position I'm in now is just to Vindicate the Restoration Angel. Just takes the most pressure off of me. Next turn I can drop to 7 and library again. Taps 4 mana. Ravages. Well, I think I'm dead now because I'm dead in 4 turns to this. Well, GG's guys. Got there. just bad draws. We just lost to our own deck. I mean, yeah, he had the disenchant for our Mox, but oops. Oh, we're dead. I don't think we have any outs because we can't draw a land plus something else. GG is just another 2-1. I've 2-1 basically every single time I've drafted this format. I just for some reason can't quite get there. I think my decks are fine. Like I thought this deck wasn't even that great, honestly. But the decks are fine. I feel like I'm just getting a little bit unlucky to not get any 3-0s. Not expecting to get all 3-0s, but it is kind of disappointing just 2-1ing every single draft. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the content. Thanks for watching. This is youtube.com/snapbolt. Until next time, thanks so much.